Is XRP shutting down? No, but there's a lot of noise and some of it is scaring people out of good positions. On the flip side, you might be surprised who's trying to buy more right now. So what I will do is I will walk you through what's real, what's rumor, and what actually matters for the next few weeks. But quick heads up before we get into it, if you do trade with leverage, I use BITUNIX because it's very simple to use, to set up, and the fills have been very solid for me so far. You can start with just an email and the link is in the description if you want to check it out. And if you do want these XRP updates the moment they drop, hit subscribe so you don't miss any of them. All right, XRP first. At the time of recording, it's hovering around 2.86. Prices do move fast, but that's the ballpark right now. And here's what I'm seeing on the chart and in the order flow. Ever since that break under the mid 2.70s, buyers have been showing up on dips, and we had a couple of steady pushes back into the high $2. And it's not fireworks, but it is constructive. The big question that you need to ask is whether we build a base here into early October or slip back to the 2.60 to 2.30 area where there's been real demand in the past. If Bitcoin and Ethereum stay calm, XRP can keep grinding. If they wobble, XRP usually follows as well. And now, if we dive into the shutdown talk, there has been a lot of chatter. Some of it is dramatic. XRP is not shutting down. The network is running, payments are moving, and the dev activity is still there. What people are really reacting to is the headline risk and macro noise. That stuff can move price in the short term, but it doesn't switch the ledger off at all. Don't let a scary tweet make your plan for you at all, because on the who's buying side, I'm getting more questions from people you wouldn't expect. Pro athletes, finance folks who mostly ignored crypto, even a few entertainment names. And the pattern is in here the same. They ignored it at 0.50, they ignored it at 1, and now they're asking if it's too late at $2 and plus. And that doesn't mean you chase, but it does tell you where attention is drifting. And what really matters in the short term is whether XRP can hold up in the high 2.70s. If it can keep closing above the 2.80 area, then we've got a real shot at testing $3 again. But if it does slip with momentum into the low 2.60s, chances are we end up back in that 2.40 to 2.30 zone where buyers usually start stepping in. The other piece here is liquidity. We just saw a wave of leverage get flushed out, and usually when that kind of thing happens, the market trades a lot cleaner, which is when spot buyers tend to get the best entries. And on top of that, we've got the usual macro calendar, jobs, inflation, rates, stuff that doesn't decide XRP's long-term future, but definitely does shake things up week to week. And then, of course, the bigger catalysts are still on the horizon, including ETFs, clearer rules, and signs of actual adoption. Those don't just show up as hype, they show up as boring things like volume holding steady and fewer crazy wicks on the chart. And that's what I'm watching as well. So how I would think about it if I were building a plan is this: decide your zones before the volatility hits. If you're adding, know your levels and size. If you're trading, set your invalidation and accept being wrong fast. And if you're long term only, zoom out and let noise be noise. Simple beats clever in this market. It's very important to know that. And two quick reminders so you don't get burned as well, including the first one, which is nobody from my channel will ever DM you asking for money or opportunities or seed phrases. So if you see that, report it. Secondly, this is not a financial advice. It's your money, and manage your risk and never put in what you can't afford to lose. And if you do want more frequent check-ins like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. If you plan to trade the swings, the BITUNIX link that I mentioned is in the description. Setup takes a minute and then you're ready when the market moves fast. And your turn, are you adding on dips, sitting tight, or waiting lower? Tell me your plan in the comments so we can kick around ideas and learn from each other. All right, I will see you in the next video.